KUBRAT PULEV versus Hughie Fury there on Channel 5, and it's not the most exciting fight in the world, I really got to admit, on this one. And it pretty much went not quite how I thought it was going to go, I have to admit. I expected Hughie Fury to pretty much win this fight by unanimous decision, but then potentially get robbed on the scorecards, but that's not quite how it went. Hughie Fury got hurt early on in the fight, had a big cut above the left eye, which seemed to just really put off Hughie Fury from whatever game plan he had. And for whatever reason, he was trying to literally do shades of Ali. He was on the rope, he was in the corner, doing all this kind of thing, and not throwing enough punches, in my opinion. And the judges had this KUBRAT PULEV winning by an absolute landslide. 118, 110, 111, and I mean, it was unanimous, there's no doubt about it. And I totally agree with that decision. I really do. I think it was pretty close up until about round 6, potentially round 7. Then KUBRAT PULEV just seemed to get stronger and stronger when it should have been the other way around, as Hughie Fury's 23, 24 years old, still very, very young. KUBRAT PULEV obviously advancing in years now, and what's more important is KUBRAT PULEV has been inactive for quite some time. It's well over a year since he last had a fight, and you would probably go with youth over age in this one, because that's just how it usually is. But Hughie Fury just, I don't know, he was just throwing the occasional jab here and there, and PULEV was stinging him with a jab. Now, this isn't a case of Hughie Fury absolutely done, throw him on the trash heap, not at all. Okay, he's got a very, very big future in boxing, but in my opinion, he just didn't turn up tonight. I don't know whether it was the occasion, I don't know whether it was a cut over the eye, I just don't know what it was. Maybe PULEV was so much better than what he thought he was going to be, I have no idea. But the power and the domination that he showed against Sam Sexton wasn't there tonight. For me, Hughie Fury is above British level, but is he world level? That's the question. And based on that, you have to say no. And had he got the decision, which he shouldn't have got the decision, but had he have got the decision tonight, Joshua would have wiped him out. And I expect Joshua to wipe out PULEV when they meet, if PULEV, of course, gets in the ring with Anthony Joshua. We know that these guys were supposed to fight once before, and PULEV didn't seem too keen on wanting the fight in the beginning. He turned it down on multiple occasions, then got forced into it because he was mandatory, denied about it, wasn't too sure if he should take it just yet, etc, etc. And then ultimately accepted it and then pulled out with a couple of weeks left to go for the fight for Carl Takam to step in. But you know what, all that aside, I think Anthony Joshua could well and truly stop PULEV in his tracks. But PULEV did exactly what I thought he could do, which is very, very stiff, punishing jab. And as I said on plenty of videos now, PULEV cannot throw the right hand without throwing the left hand first. And Hughie should have known that, to be fair. And I'm not too sure what his corner instructions were, I don't know, but he seemed very, very defeated. He seemed out of shape. He seemed uninterested at times, Hughie. And I don't want to have a go at him. I really don't want to do it, because I don't like doing it to the British guys, to be fair. But you know what? He didn't turn up tonight, and that's the absolute truth of it. Now, he did well for his age and his lack of experience to go in there with somebody who's very experienced. I mean, KUBRAT PULEV was a former world champion kickboxer before he got into full-time boxing. And of course, his only loss was against Vladimir Klitschko. And he was doing quite well against Klitschko up until he got clipped and got stopped. Now, Hughie Fury, was it round number 7 or 8? He did hit PULEV with a very good right hand, and that seemed to hurt him, and he stumbled off backwards. And for whatever reason, Hughie didn't quite jump on top of him the way that he should have. And it also didn't help as well that the referee, for whatever reason, got in between them and decided to give them a 10-15 second chat. Was whatever it was that he was saying to them. It's almost like he was giving KUBRAT PULEV enough time to recuperate. I'm not saying that it was on purpose. I'm just saying that from the outside looking in, that's what it appeared. But even without that, I'm not too sure that Hughie would have jumped on him. I think that Hughie was hurt. I think PULEV was hurting him with the jabs pretty much all night long, and Hughie just kept going into the corner. I don't know why he kept doing that. Why did he keep going into the corner and then throwing one punch? Hughie's not a knockout artist. He's not. I'm sorry, but he's not. And especially against somebody who's very, very seasoned. He knows what Hughie's doing. So if that was the whole game plan, then Tim Fury got it wrong. I don't know, but I've got a feeling that Hughie didn't quite do what Peter wanted him to do. in this fight. But anyway, it is what it is. It's another experience learning curve for Hughie. I think we can put that down to it. But will this be a case of this is a loss on the record of a Fury for 2018, and maybe it's going to be followed by another one in December? Who knows? Who knows? But I don't know whether it was the occasion that got to him or just inexperience got to him. Maybe KUBRAT PULEV was better than what he thought, because KUBRAT PULEV is very, very good. He is a top fighter. He's ranked highly, or was ranked highly, in the top 5 across all sanctioning bodies for quite some time, for a very, very long time. His inactivity dropped him out of the rankings, which is why I thought Hughie to win this one, he needed to dominate him to get a points win in Bulgaria, or knock him out. Neither which was even close to happening, other than that one punch in the mid to late rounds there, where he should have jumped all over him. But I don't know. I don't know what Peter says about it. I haven't seen any kind of review or anything like that from Team Fury. For whatever reason, Hughie Fury, after the fight, before they announced the winner, was walking around with his hands up like he'd won. I'm like, what on earth are you doing? No, there's no way that you would have won this one. Had they awarded it to Hughie, it would have been a robbery. That's just my opinion. But anyway, you know what? He showed that he can mix it with the top guys. I mean, he's mixed it with Parker and he's mixed it with KUBRAT PULEV, but he just needs to do something else. I'm not quite sure what it is. Get himself into shape, because I mean, just looking at him, he didn't look in great condition. He really didn't. But I don't know. Anyway, you drop your thoughts below about it. For me, I didn't enjoy the fight too much. I thought Pulev was far too aggressive for Hughie, and Hughie just didn't know how to handle it. That's just my opinion, but I don't know. You drop your thoughts below about it. Click that thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.